Welcome back, everybody. Me and Wyatt are currently on our way to the hospital because this is episode 38, which means this is week 38, which means this baby is about to be due. We are about to bust it out, and I am ready to get into it and see what this thing will look like. So please join us along the road for this episode, and maybe by the end we'll see what creation we've come up with. That's about it.
Yeah, we'll see if either of us are the father.
Yeah, I promise you.
See if it looks like us or if it looks like somebody else.
Hopefully it's us. But, yes, week 38, another one in the, well, not in the books, but starting to be. And, heck yeah, man. We're rolling pretty good. I'm already looking forward to the end of the year just because I was thinking about it today. I was like, 38, holy shit, that's crazy. So we've got about 3 months left realistically. And, yeah, I'm excited to see what we do. I'm excited for our end of the year, awards show. I'm excited. I think this one will be fun because since we've actually made it a year, it'll start being an annual thing. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just excited to see what we get into. But
it'll be cool, and it'll be here right around the corner.
I know.
Like fucking just a hop, skip, and a jump from now. And the cool thing is, leading up until then, we have the potential for all sorts of specials. We got Halloween in about 6 weeks. We got Thanksgiving about a month after that. We got Christmas.
Suicide prevention's right now. We could do
prevention is right now.
Yeah. So somebody should try to prevent me from committing suicide.
Yeah, we'll take talking each other off the ledge for the next 2 weeks.
There we go. Very inspirational. I love it. There we go. All right. Well, before we get into everything, let's get into everything. So, what have you been doing this week, man?
Dude, you know what's funny? Nothing. And I even had my birthday since this. We tried to go out. So that was actually the first day after the recording was my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm now old, which is brutal. But yeah, let's see. Got up Thursday, ran my errands that I had to do. I ran all over Westmoreland County and some of Allegheny County, and then whenever Jocelyn was at class, when she got done, she got home, and then we were like, hey, let's go, it's my birthday, let's go have a couple of drinks. So we went down to the brewery, ate way too much food. We had, so they have this thing, it's a plate of barbecue, it's pulled pork nachos is what it is. It's like fucking pulled pork and barbecue sauce and nachos and all kinds. It's so good. It's like one of
that sounds delicious, dude.
Oh, it kicks ass.
Just the idea of it.
Yeah,
I've never thought of that before.
It's my go-to at that brewery, and it's like an appetizer for like 2 people. But we at this point, I donated blood that morning, so I didn't eat a whole lot. She didn't eat anything all day. She missed lunch. So we got one of those each for ourselves. And then by the time I got done with it, I was about to fucking die. I actually finished mine. She didn't finish hers. I finished most of mine, and I was like, I can't do it anymore. I'm done. We had probably 2 beers at this brewery. They were pretty stout. They were some pretty strong beers. And then I was kind of like, yeah, I want to go to, we want to go to a regular bar. So we went to a regular bar. I had probably 2 shots, maybe a beer. It definitely wasn't the birthday celebration that I was used to. And it made me feel even older than I actually am. I'm only 28 now. So, that's not old by any means. You know what I mean? But,
yeah.
I felt like I was about fucking 64. Because we were out. We went out at 4. We were only out until 6:30 or 7 maybe. And then I was in bed that night at 8:30 p.m.
That's awesome. I'm going to be honest.
I was so tired. I donated blood that morning, so that kind of took a little bit out of me. And then I spent the afternoon. In the afternoon, I overate and then drank a couple of beers. I don't know about you, but a couple of beers is just enough to get me really sluggish.
Yep.
If you drink enough to get drunk, you'll be drunk, and I'll have a little bit of energy. But if you don't drink enough to get drunk, if you just have 2 or 3, and you don't drink any more before they hit you, you're like, wow, I'm exhausted.
Yep. That's the issue with golf. After 9 holes, if I only play 9 and I only have, like you said, 2 or 3 beers, I'm way more exhausted. Like, it feels like I just played 18 by the time I got home. I'm ready for a nap and some food.
For the proper amount of energy, you have to have about a 6-pack in you through 9 holes, or at least close to it. And you should have at least 5. You should be on number 6 when you get to hole 10.
Yeah, if your goal is to be drinking while you golf, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I was absolutely fucking whooped. And then, over the course of the weekend, I worked. I worked 3 12-hour shifts, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And now we're here. And the one good news is I did get a new job, and I start in 2 weeks, and I'll be off weekends. I'll be back on like a regular human schedule almost, but
heck yeah, that's awesome.
Forward to it. Hopefully gonna make a fair amount of money.
Oh, that's even better then. Heck yeah.
It's sales, so I can but it has a base pay. I will at least make enough money to survive, and if I do well, I'll make a good bit of money. So that's cool.
Heck yeah, dude, that's awesome.
That could do a lot of things. I got a lot of debt to pay off, and then of course we could,
yeah,
use the extra money for some fun and some extra little pieces of equipment for this bad boy. Like I know eventually I want to get a computer.
Yep.
And a bigger desk, but I want like a desktop like gaming PC, like 2 monitors, like super nerd.
Wow, that's awesome.
Within a year of having that, I'll be like 400 pounds.
He said that will become my home, and then
yeah. The living room will not know who I am. I'll just be sitting right here.
Oh well.
But yeah, I mean, so it wasn't too eventful the past week, or I guess it hasn't even been a whole week since we did this. It's been like 4 days, right?
Yeah.
Or 3 or 5 days maybe. Yeah. So it was a busy birthday, which I had a job interview and then other shit to do, and then a weekend of work. And now,
heck yeah.
And now Monday was kind of recuperating from my weekend of work.
Yeah. You off tomorrow?
Yeah.
That's good at least.
That's why I wanted to do this today, just so I could get editing, because I go back Wednesday, Thursday, and then working 12s, and like I could always edit it Thursday night, but I like wrapping up editing Thursday night. I like doing it in chunks, because if I ever run into any problems, like if I try to edit shit last second and I run into any problems, I'm like, oh no.
Yep,
what am I gonna do?
Yep, I very much I agree with you there, dude. Yeah, that is that is my same thinking and thought process. So I understand.
Yeah, my little process is like on weeks that I do edit, which I've only done it 2 times, 3 times or something, but like I'll get done. Then the night of, I'll go in there and slap logos and everything on, and then the first like full day I have to operate on it, I'll just have it sitting in front of me, and then every once in a while, like I'll be plugging shit in, like I'll be watching back through and then plugging shit in where it needs to go. And yeah, I have a little system, but it requires me to. I think I have ADD, so I don't think I can sit there and do it all at once for some reason. Like,
yeah,
I can, but it'll get fucked up. Because I remember last time I did it, I fucked it up like crazy. Like I somehow put like all the pictures like in the wrong spots. Like I put them like minutes ahead of time, and I'm watching. I'm like, what the fuck just happened here? Why is this here right now? Like why is this not? Because the last one I did was our cartoon bracket, and I had the picture. I had the picture of the bracket show up like 15 minutes early. I said, what the fuck did I do?
That is, I will tell. That's the one benefit I give Riverside is. It's really easy to make a mistake, but because you can search your transcript to find those exact points, that like I've edited our podcast probably close to 10 times in regular like Adobe Premiere software, and that's just where I download our video and our sound and put it together. And it's so much. It's so, like I've come to really appreciate Riverside for that transcript aspect. That it's actually the only thing that I enjoy about this site, like thoroughly enjoy. That I'm like that every site should have this, or every software should have that.
And it's like for me, it makes the clip making like real easy, especially because like if I remember what we were talking about and I remember what I want to trim down, I will search like a word.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then it pops up, and sometimes I'll have to like cycle through them, and it takes me a minute to find it. But when I say that, I mean like literally a minute. It doesn't take any time at all.
Yep. That's how I feel. That's why I write little notes down and stuff. Which reminded me, I meant to text you, but I didn't. I don't know if you made any clips from last week's episode yet or not. But
I was still using recycled ones from the previous two, but I need
Perfect.
I need to make that one because there's the one from the end of the episode stuck in my mind. That shit was fucking incredible. If anybody is watching this right now and you didn't watch all of the last one, you should really do it. Because it's really hard at the end.
Well, I wanted to say with that, I actually think another good clip to make out of it, though, would be your PSA to not go to a Mexican restaurant that has all white people working there.
That's run by exclusively white people, yeah.
I was very entertained rewatching that, and it's one of those, like, real, actual informative things, so I think those two would be the good clips from that one, but I really like that PSA, too. I thought it fit in good.
It's true, too. Like,
100%.
Dude, I swear to God, next time I walk into a Mexican restaurant, if I see nothing but white people working there, I'm leaving. I'm walking right. I'm not even gonna sit down.
You should probably call the health inspector.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll be like, "Oh, table for two," and I'll like look around real quick. No, I'm okay.
Hablo español? Yeah, you need to hablo español, and as soon as they say no, all right, adios. I'm out here. This is not the.
Just round off some like Spanish sentences. I need to relearn a couple, just to fuck with them. I should call them something crazy. Like I should call them something real mean, and then see how they react. And if they just look at me like they don't know what I'm talking about, I'll be like, okay, I'll see.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
And then if they do understand me, they'll spit in my food because it'll be fucking off the wall.
But it'll still taste better than what it would with some.
With white people making it, yeah, dude. White people need to stick to like burgers and chicken wings. Get the fuck out of here. Like you can't make Mexican food.
Fucking honkies, man. We can't do it.
Yeah.
The spice is not our friend, unless it's hot sauce.
Right.
We're good with hot sauce.
I love hot sauce.
My brothers love hot sauce. They drink that shit.
I'll fuck up hot sauce.
I'd fuck it up too. If I could fight it, I'd beat the crap out of it. Right until it got in my eyes. But if it took one good swing at me, cut me, and then also like tipped its bottle and oh dude, I'd be a baby. Hot sauce in my pores. I could not do it.
That would suck, man.
Oh dude, that'd suck balls. Yeah, that'd be bad.
That was the recap of my past week. What all did you get into? Did you have anything more eventful than my sleeping? My sleeping and working routine.
I also did that. Let me see. I had a sick baby, which sucks. Anybody who doesn't know, that sucks. And it's also just genuinely the most sad thing in the world. And, like, you just feel like a huge piece of shit because you can't do anything to actually help. So that sucks. Went on a good little date with Faith. We just went out for a few hours, which was a lot of fun there on Saturday.
My dumbass almost said, with who? Like, as a serious question, I was like, sometimes I forget that people are married, and I was like, oh, this is cool. You went on a date, man.
Yeah, it's just.
Was she nice?
It's just this MILF. I don't know. It's whatever. But that was nice. Sunday I finished the garage. Finished building the addition to the garage that I've been working on down in Fayetteville for a while. Got my driver fixed at Dick's Sporting Goods. Want to shout out Dick's Sporting Goods because that driver's been broke for like 2.5 months, and the ferrule came off, so the entire head was not attached basically. And I went in there. I was expecting it to be 40, 50, maybe $80, including time and everything. $7. They definitely paid those guys more money to just sit there and fix it, as well as watch it dry, because it had to dry overnight. $7 to fix my driver. Wow. Yeah, shout them out, dude. That is, got to get your stuff fixed. I know it's cheap to do it yourself. For me, I was like, man, I feel like the pain and then the time that I'd put into it, and then cost of buying stuff. I could not have bought a new one and put it on myself for $7, let alone the time. So, yeah, and it's on straight and proper. So I'm excited to swing with that thing. So shout them out. Finished another coloring sheet for my coloring book. I've only got like 2 pages left to do, and then I'm gonna Well, I've got it put together, but I'm gonna have it put together. So hopefully by the end of this year, I'll have a coloring book out. Um, I got absolutely raped in fantasy yesterday. Both squads, both teams.
Oh, I'm getting fucking mollywopped myself.
Very sad.
I'm sitting here getting beat by a bunch of fucking clowns.
Quite literally, yeah.
I could still technically win if Ashton Gianti puts up 0 points. Because right now I'm ahead of 1.36 points. So if Ashton Gianti gets suspended between now and 10 p.m., I don't want to say gets hurt. I don't want him to get hurt. I don't want anybody to get hurt. But if he gets suspended between now and 10 p.m., or if he gets the shits or something, or I don't know, if anything goes south, then I'll win.
You could win.
But yeah, as of right now, I'm not going to. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, I also have to have Omarion Hampton do the same thing. So Kevin's got 2 players left to play and 1.5 point to score. So I'm done.
Yeah. I lost because of Saquon. Saquon had 2 points.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then in my work league, dude, I was projected to win all the way up until yesterday night. And then Drake London didn't do fucking anything. I started Zach Charbonnet of the Seahawks over Kenneth Walker, also of the Seahawks. Kenneth Walker decided to show up and play football week 2. It's whichever one of those, I have both of them. Whichever one that I don't start does well. So.
Oh yeah, I'm totally fucked.
Yeah, I still have Keenan Allen to play tonight, or Quentin Johnston, whichever one I decide to play. It'll probably be Keenan Allen. But yeah, I'm probably gonna go for 2 this week. I'm definitely at least going at best I'm splitting. I'm getting 1 win, 1 loss at the very best this week.
Yeah, I'm going straight 0-2. The one I'm in my other league. I'm facing Jared Luzader, and Jared had Brock Purdy, who was out and scored 0 points. He had his primary running back out and scored 0 points. And yet he is still going to beat me by 40 points. Yeah, it is crazy. He had one of his wide receivers scored 31, and Napier's scored 37. So 2 guys scored 70 points for him and put my dreams of, doing solid. But that's okay. I called it last week. I said I won in both leagues, so it's downhill from here. The unfortunate news is it's also downhill for the Steelers, so that also sucks. Yeah, and that's pretty much my week. Now I'm leading into this one, and I don't know what's going on, but stuff's going on, so I'm living it.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
I think I will. We already kind of did, but I will transition into some more fantasy football while we're here. Kevin had Amon-Ra St. Brown drop almost 40 points on me. I left almost 32 points by 1 guy on the bench. The Chicago Bears finally decided to learn how to play at least a little bit of football. They didn't learn how to play defense, so that's for damn sure. But they learned how to throw to Rome Odunze. And he got 31.8 points. I didn't play him. Meanwhile, I did play, Brian Thomas, who had 8.9. Johnny Smith did nothing. He's a tight end, so I guess that's a little bit different. And Chris Olave, who had 11.4. I could have had a chance this week, but I didn't because I made all the wrong calls. That's the worst part. If I lose at fantasy football and I look at my bench and then I realize, okay, there's nothing I could have done. My guys just didn't deliver. I'm usually fine with that. But if I lose at fantasy football and I have numerous guys outscoring the people that I started, I feel like a dumbass. I feel like a fucking moron. I hate it so much.
Oh, man.
Kenneth Walker on my bench outscored both of my starters. Dylan Sampson also on my bench. These are both running backs. Outscored both of my starters. The only guys I had do anything were Lamar Jackson and Puka Nacua. That's in my work league anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But this is frustrating because there's a chance that I'm going to lose by just a point or 2, and if I do, it's 100% my fault. Meanwhile, in our league, I don't think there's anything that I could have done to avoid this. I could have like not got beat as bad, but with Kevin having Amon-Ra St. Brown score almost 30 points, there's not a whole lot I could have done. So I don't feel too bad about that one. But my work league, I shot myself in the foot because Kenneth Walker had one bad game in week 1, and my dumbass was like, "Well, I'm putting in the other guy."
Jumping in already, yeah.
Yeah, because they run like a their halfback split time. Mm-hmm. Like Zach Charbonnet and Kenneth Walker, like they split rushing. I think they had the exact same amount of rushing attempts yesterday, but Kenneth Walker had over 100 yards. Zach Charbonnet had like fucking 12 or some shit. He didn't do anything. He had 1 fantasy point.
Sounds like my guys.
15 rushing attempts for 10 yards.
My guys just didn't show up. They were just like, you know what, we're gonna stay home today, bud.
Yeah.
It ain't worth it for us, and it certainly ain't worth it for you to show up. Oh, I'm sorry, not Saquon. Derrick Henry had 2 points.
Derrick Henry did not have a good game, which is crazy. The Ravens didn't have a good game, but the cool thing is, in my work league, I have Lamar. The Ravens did have a good game. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. They should have had a better one, though, I guess is what I meant to say. Like, they beat the shit out of the Browns, but I remember, like, I'm sitting here. I have Lamar Jackson and Zay Flowers on this, like, both on my work league team. I have Zay Flowers in our league, and I'm sitting there watching their scores the whole game, and I'm like, why aren't they doing anything? What's happening here? What's going on?
Yeah. But
I'm also playing against the guy that has the Ravens defense, and I'm like, oh, that's what's going on. I think the defense definitely scored at least 1 touchdown. Yeah, the defense scored a touchdown, blocked a kick, recovered a fumble, got an interception and 2 sacks. But I mean, they put up 41 points. Lamar turned it around, but even when I remember at halftime, dude, I think he might have had like 8 points. He was projected like 22 or 23 or something like that. And I'm just sitting here watching this whole thing, like, what the fuck is happening? Why is this happening to me?
Yeah, that makes me wonder, because I must have him in my other league. Oh no, I have Jaden Daniels. He did good.
Yeah, he's hurt. He's now hurt. I have Jaden Daniels in our league, and he's hurt.
I've also got Trevor Lawrence, and he actually did better last week, surprisingly. Even though he had 2 interceptions.
Yeah, I have Jordan Love, so I'm not sweating it too much. Like, Jordan Love's pretty good, you know. So I'll rock with Jordan Love next week if I have to. I'm putting fucking Rome Odunze in because this guy. I mean, he even had. I didn't play him week 1 either, and he still had 15 points. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. He came off a good game and then had an even better game. Next week he's got Dallas, which, if they play defense anything like they did yesterday, he's getting some more points. That game was fucking bonkers, dude. I watched, like, the last 5 minutes of it, and I couldn't believe what was going on. I was sending you text message updates.
Yeah. I don't watch any of that. That's crazy.
I said, of course, George Pickens just won the game for Dallas. And I said, well, unless Russell Wilson pulls off a miracle. And I said, holy shit. He did.
Yeah. I actually wish I would have watched that game. It was really funny. I saw a photo afterwards. Some sports page had posted it, and it was Tom Brady and Peyton Manning shaking each other, talking after a game, and it said Russell Wilson for no reason at all. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that game was fucking bananas. I hate the Cowboys. I'm not a Giant fan of the Giants. I don't hate them though. I actually. You know what? I'm a little partial to the Giants because if it weren't for the Giants, like the Eli Manning era Giants, the Patriots would have fucking 8 or 9 Super Bowls right now.
Yeah, I like the Giants solely because of Eli Manning. I think he's a super underrated quarterback.
I like their new kid, Jackson Dart. Of course, Jameis Winston's there too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know anything about Jackson, but I love Jameis. Yeah, I always root for him.
Jameis Winston's the man. I watched an old clip I saw on Twitter. It was when he played for Cleveland. So what was that, last year? He's sitting there and they're doing like the fake count to try to get the defense to jump off sides, and he's sitting there for probably 15 minutes. Hut, and at the end he said, "Somebody jump off sides, damn!"
You know that was hard for that line to keep straight faced and not laugh.
I would have lost my fucking mind.
Dude, that's a character. Gotta love it.
I love those clips of the quarterbacks fucking swearing. Have you ever heard that? I think Matt Ryan had one. Snap the fucking ball! Like, you could just hear it across the whole
frustration. Yeah. Matt Ryan actually got a potty mouth on him. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
He's pretty rough. Which I like. Not commenting on.
And I fucking... somebody that they always said was like a giant trash talker, but he's super Christian and doesn't swear at all, Phillip Rivers. He would just fucking talk mad shit, but he would never swear.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, I've seen so many videos of people calling him the number one trash talker.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to think about, but that's sportsmanship. Man, I would actually like to, now I'd just like to hear a whole recap of everything he said.
Man, I think we need to call it right now. We need to do a bracket at some point, even if it's next week, of our our favorite quarterbacks growing up.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know what era to put that in, but like Phillip Rivers, Big Ben, Brett Favre, Michael Vick. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah,
the Mannings. Fucking definitely not Tom Brady. I don't even want to put Tom Brady in there. That's
no,
like,
he's not.
Because I don't like him, but that's like the cartoon bracket we had a couple weeks ago. Like, you can't put SpongeBob in the cartoon bracket because they're gonna clean sweep the fucking thing.
Yeah.
You can't put Tom Brady in a quarterback one because he's gonna clean sweep the thing.
Well, we can just because we are gonna do. Yeah, it's best of our favorite quarterbacks. Or, we'll just name it our favorite quarterback bracket, and we'll just see, like, out of these guys. Because out of our favorite quarterbacks, Tom Brady most certainly is not even close to on that list. No matter, even though he is at the top of the best quarterbacks. Like, he ain't there, so.
I think for me, Big Ben's only on that list because he was a Steeler. I think if he played for any other team in the league, I wouldn't give a fuck about that dude.
I wouldn't.
Like, no disrespect to him. He had a Hall of Fame career. He was a great quarterback, but if he wasn't a Steeler, I wouldn't give a shit about Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think of more people like him, but honestly, Matt Ryan's that type of guy. I feel like the only people that like him are Falcons fans, and he's a great quarterback. Nothing against him. Same thing with Drew Brees. I like Drew Brees, but he's Saints, and that's about it. So.
Yeah. Saints fans care about him, and then Chargers fans are probably like, why didn't you do that here? Because he played for the Chargers for a little bit. He wasn't, like, good until he went to the Saints, though.
Huh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he started with the Chargers.
Huh.
And then I think he fucked his shoulder up like crazy, and they pretty much, like, counted him out, and then the Saints picked him up, and then he was somehow better.
Everything, yeah. That's awesome. Well, good for him. Yeah, there we go. It's decided. That's next week. Everybody, go ahead and skip forward to next week's episode so you can see that.
yeah, travel through time and then let me know how it goes.
I'm excited to hear who we pick.
I am too.
Let us know in the comments.
I'm going to have a good think about this one.
Yeah. Okay, well. Dude, this is just, this actually happened. Everybody's commenting on, but I'm just saying because I think about it constantly, but in a really weird way, not like everybody else has. The Charlie Kirk dying happened actually the day that we recorded, unfortunately.
It was the morning that we recorded. Yeah, it was the morning that we recorded. And I think we kind of, like, neither of us touched on it, and I think that was probably a good move because it was like, wow, this is,
it's still digesting it.
We're going to leave this alone, yeah. It was, that too was definitely still digesting it. It's a fucking crazy thing that happened, man. Like, whether you're a fan of that guy or not, like, that's super fucked up. Like,
that's where I'm at with it, dude. That's why I say digesting it, because I've been, like, I think about it all the time now. I've thought about it for fucking 5 days straight, basically, now. In between free time of not having anything to think about, it just kind of crosses my mind. Just because, I mean, I followed that dude for years,
especially back when we were in college, when he was, like, first, like, starting up. 'Cause he was barely older than us. He was, like, 31 or something like that,
Yeah. So, it's, like, one, following him, so kind of understanding and seeing the guy grow up and seeing how big he got. But for me, within digesting it, it's not about the impact he had, or about what he was teaching, or about being biblical or political or anything like that. It's just, I can't comprehend I can't understand how his family feels, but I personally can't comprehend the fact that, like, for just talking, this dude's kids will never know him. His daughter is barely older than my daughter, but even if she was 3 or 4, she will never remember her father.
Yeah.
Let alone
all because some stupid, crazy fucking asshole.
And how are we to, like, differing opinions? I get it, dude. I get it. But how can you not take everything into consideration when you do something like that? In the lives that you're impacting, it's not like everybody said it. Oh, you did this and now you just caused an, like, you have caused an uproar. I think today I saw it was up to 36,000 new chapter requests for Turning Point USA on college campuses. That's crazy. But, like, for me, it's not the impact that he has there. It's the daily impact of your life. Like, it's the smallest little inklings that, make us who we are that's impacted in. I don't know. I just, like I said, I don't understand it. I can't comprehend the fact that, like, he's actually gone and understanding. For me, it's really a recollection of, like, this really can end at any moment. You know what I think about more often than not? It's not what he said last to his family or what he may have said, It's what he ate last. It's really weird. But to me, it's like this dude woke up a random morning just going to a university like he has thousands of times over the past 12 years. And he probably just had a simple breakfast, what would he have done if he knew that this was going to be his last meal? Would he have done something, or, like, it's such a stupid point of view to think of. It's just what popped in my head because it's a daily task that is so menial, and yet it was one of his final things, one of his actual final decisions that he got to make for himself. And I don't know, dude. It just kind of baffles me.
Yeah, I think it's super fucked up. Like, no matter what way anybody may or may not have looked at the guy, like, do I agree with everything that he's ever said? No, absolutely not. But you have to, differing conversations shouldn't be met with a bullet. You know what I mean?
That was kind of his whole point. Let's meet it with conversation.
Yeah, like, you have to be able to talk about shit. You have to be able to have open conversations about shit. Like, you can't, like, and now, who else is gonna do it? You know what I mean? Like, other people are gonna do it, but that shouldn't be something that, like, because now whoever does do it, that's gonna be in the back of their mind. That shouldn't be in the back of anybody's mind, having open dialogue.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, so if you thought people were walking on eggshells before, it's gonna be probably even more so now. Like, I don't know. I just think it's crazy, man. You can't fucking. And of course, anybody that disagrees and thinks that dude deserved to be fucking mowed down in front of his not only his family but thousands of college students, like that fucked up a lot of people's day.
On both sides. Like, on both sides.
People are traumatized.
Dude, he was. I watched a small portion of the interview with the student that was actually debating him whenever it happened, and the guy starts out saying, "I am complete polar opposites to Charlie. Every belief, everything that he believes." He said, "But I appreciate his open dialogue suggestions and how he came here and he gave me the opportunity to speak." And he said it's just, you could hear in his voice, like, I feel like if the news channel were to interview this kid before that event happened, his outlook and point of view on him would have been completely opposite. But it really, like, it brought out the humanity in him, because you could just see the sorrow, the sadness, like you said, how messed up he is now because he physically had to, which I'm sure you've seen it. We all saw the video. Most people did of it. I saw
and if you haven't seen the video, don't fucking find it. Like,
yeah,
for real. Like, if you haven't, like, I'm not even telling a joke. I'm not even doing anything. Like, if you have not seen the video, do yourself a favor and continue to not see the video. It's fucking super fucked up. Like, it's very jarring. It's a crazy thing to see.
Yeah.
And if you stumble across it and you can tell what it is, like, swipe to the next one. Like, don't fucking watch it. It's bad.
Yeah. Talk about mental health, dude. Yeah, that would be awful for you.
And if you don't think it's bad, you desperately need to see a fucking therapist. Like, if that video doesn't fuck you up, then there's something wrong in your brain. Because it's a really fucked up thing to see.
Yep. Yeah, to see somebody, to see anybody die, first of all, death's on the internet, you get that. But to see it in certain contexts, and that's what you have to take it in the context of, that is literally just, it's like we've said and everybody said it, it's no different than me or you right now, having a conversation. And dude, I'm like I said, I'm just dumbfounded. But I think that because I've seen multiple angles of the videos, and repeatedly, unfortunately, I think that might also be why I'm so, like, jarred by it, and maybe not, I don't know what I really think of it, and it's because it's different to see, like, car accidents, or, you know, things of war, where death is expected, or where, you know, it's at least an option. But like we just talked about, we have watched this guy, or at least seen the clips, for 10 plus years of doing what this was. So the thought of that actually at all be like, there's no way that anybody thought that was a thing. So it's just, oh man, I don't know. That's so.
Especially because, like, I mean, you've even seen political assassinations. Like, this guy wasn't a politician. He was a dude that went around. He was just a debater. He was a dude that went around debating people on college campuses, like talking to people on college campuses. You know what I mean? You don't have to like what he said, but like I didn't like some things he said either. But I think that's just fuck. And dude, it's a fucking huge problem. Like, for real. It's a huge problem that you can't, like, I don't want to say you can't, because obviously you still can. Like, that's not going to happen every time somebody has a different opinion. But it should happen 0 times that somebody has a different opinion.
Yep.
Like, the fact that it's a possibility is so fucked up. Because there's all kinds of people that, you know, I don't agree with, and if I were to hear him talk, I would think, wow, this guy's a fucking idiot, you know, but no matter who it was, if I saw that, I'm like, wow, you didn't deserve that. That's bad. Like, that's fucking awful. Even my least favorite of speakers, if you're not hurting anybody and you're not killing anybody, you don't deserve that. Like, that's all there is to it.
Yep.
And none of the other people involved deserve that. The people that were there didn't deserve to see it. The family didn't deserve to experience it.
No.
Like,
no.
Yeah.
It's a bad example of what our country and politics has really come to, because that's just absurd. Because before that happened, the guy that was speaking said it. He said there was an entire crowd of liberal protesters there. He said peacefully protesting, no issues at all. And so it for me personally, what upsets me the most is that I know that there's going to be a lot of right-wingers that go and turn this into it is a political issue, but it's more than just a political issue. It's not an identification to, like, all left or all liberal-leaning people think this way or believe this. It's a small anomaly, like you said. It's not going to happen a lot, but whenever it does happen, there needs to be some following consequences or actions that can hopefully at least, like, I don't know, dictate something else from this being able to happen. Like, how on a fucking public college campus? That's what it blows my mind, is how on a public college campus could this dude post up? So I don't know. I don't know. We could ask a bunch of questions, but it's just overall, it's a really sad thing. I wanted to just touch on it and just say that, like, I have a world of emotions like everybody else, but it's mainly just sad and sickened, and I am just very thankful that I am nobody from West Virginia, because I have a lot of opinions that people would not like, and but none of them are worth me dying over. So, yeah, thank goodness that.
And that thing, I'll say one more thing about it before we wrap it up. I don't know if you had anything else to say, but I'm gonna.
Yeah, keep going on it. I like it.
I'll sprinkle in one more thing about it. The thing that really pissed me off, is all the people that I did see, one side or the other, that immediately hopped on their phones or their computers or whatever they did, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and used this as like a gotcha moment.
Mm-hmm.
That shit infuriated me. Like, everyone, like, there were both sides of it doing it. There, you know, of course, the right wing side was like, oh, you know, this is the left, and then the left wing side is like, oh, you want to talk about gun control now? Like, will both of you, like, all of you, shut the fuck up. Like, that's a human guy with a human family in front of thousands of humans that are traumatized and fucked up in their head because of this. Because of one dude that was already fucked up in his head did this.
Yeah.
Like, instead of turning this into a gotcha moment and an arguing point, immediately, would you be a human being for 4 goddamn seconds and have just an ounce of fucking compassion? Like, like, this happens and you immediately get on the internet to argue about it? Get a fucking hobby. Like, what is wrong with all of it? Go find something to do. Go outside. Do fucking literally anything.
I love that you touched on this, because one, I literally could not agree more. That's my frustration. It's why I don't get on social media aside from work or for this podcast or, you know, the Silver Channel. Like, I cannot stand to see people use anything to draw attention to themselves, to think that their opinions, like, just so everybody knows, everybody on this planet, except for his wife and his parents' opinions, mean jack shit. Whether you're showing support or you're giving hate, you mean nothing and are doing nothing. Yeah. It is nothing against you. It's just the fact of your opinions are your opinions. And guess what? The average person's a good person. You don't have to go on there and post on Facebook about, oh, pray for Charlie Kirk's family, no, duh. That's obvious things. Yeah. I feel like that it's just so overdone. And then to add on top of it, it's something that I've seen here recently. Anybody that's getting on social media and complaining because college campuses or communities that have college campuses aren't holding vigil like candles or anything else for this, that is disrespect within itself, to try to say that what impact beyond the social media world. It's just, you're doing it for social media. That's the only reason you're fucking saying anything.
People are doing it for interaction and attention and shit. Like, I by no means am I a fan of this dude. You know what I mean? Never was. Like, it might have been back in college, and then I grew up a little bit, and I'm like, okay, this guy says some shit. But the last thing that ever crossed my mind was, whenever this happened, was to immediately make it about me.
and that's what
everybody did.
If you make
not everybody, but everybody that made a post about it made it about, like, for the most part, made it about them. Anybody that didn't say, "Oh my God, this is horrible," or, you know, like, anybody that tried to turn it into like a talking point politically and or an attack on anybody's character, whether it be his or somebody else's, like, if you didn't have anything to say that wasn't, "Oh my God, this is terrible," then why are you saying it?
Why are you saying it? It's not valid right now. It's doing no help. It's just, we're all entitled to our opinions. We're human beings. We form our opinions about everything, even without us realizing it. But understand when and where your opinion matters and where it is valid to give it. it's okay to give your opinion if you then state, now, saying that, my opinion doesn't matter. I have no dogs in this fight. It would be like me going right now, well, okay, if my wife wasn't a teacher, it would be like me going to the Gilmer County Board of Education meetings and complaining about what they're doing to these kids. It doesn't fucking affect me. Yeah, I'm a person in the community. Yes, I understand the impact. I can have an opinion, but my opinion doesn't matter as much as these parents do. These people who actually have something to lose or to gain. And we unfortunately have nothing to gain from social media. Nobody thinks you're a good person for saying prayers or for giving hate or for giving love on social media simply because social media is not real interactions. Yeah. Like, how many people are walking down there giving you thumbs up throughout the street? Absolutely none.
Yeah, all these people going and fishing for their little pat on the back, whether it be for them or against them. Like, you just take a second and realize what this really is.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, take a second, realize what it really is. Put yourself in somebody else's shoes for once. You're like, what it really is a fucking terrible occurrence. Like, we don't need any, a good side or bad side of it. Nobody needs to go out there and say they don't feel bad. Nobody needs to go out there and say that he deserved it. And on the good side, nobody needs to go out there and make it a national holiday or bitch that people aren't holding candlelight vigils. Like, I don't know the guy, but I would like to think if you could get his opinion on it, he would probably want people to react however they wanted to react, because that was kind of like his thing. But just all the people that were going out and immediately. I don't even know if it's like making it about themselves or if it's like they get on and they're like, wow, this thing happened. I want to argue about it. That's what it seemed like the most.
And that really may be it. It's just the fact of like, this is what I can talk about right now. Yeah. And it's like, dude, pick something else to fucking talk about. Because it's like
fucking, I'm not saying don't act like it happened, but shit, like.
Yeah, there are
certain. I'm not saying don't act like it did. Yeah, don't act like it didn't happen, but like.
There are the proper people that with proper platforms that are going to comment on it, and everybody else, like, that's my thing, is that it's there's nothing spectacular that anybody said unless people have put out specific hate on it. Everybody else is just doing generalized assumptions, and that just shows that, hey, us as human beings have some common sense and common morality to where we feel similar things. It doesn't mean I gotta go and post it every time I get laid because I know it feels good and you do too. We know that. It's not. So when somebody dies, yes, we feel it. If you're going to do anything, you have to preach more to the impact that he was making rather than the incident itself. Only because, like I said, I mean, dude, I have nothing with this guy aside from listening and watching to him. So no affiliation or no physical, emotional connection to him. And it's been 5 days and I'm still, like I said, digesting the entire event. So, let alone these like I saw his wife. I saw his wife tell because his daughter asked where his dad was, and she said he's on a work trip with Jesus. And it's like, I'm not super religious anymore, but as somebody that obviously their family was, like, that's got to be the most hardening thing to tell your kids, like. To physically bring it out to say, because if you're a Christian, you know what Jesus means, though it may mean the absolute most of the most for eternity. For the next 60 years, she doesn't get to spend that time with him. So it's a recollection, and dude, that's just, it's so baffling, man. So it's just such a messed up situation, and that's just it. Like we said, nobody should make benefit out of it, because there is literally zero benefit aside.
Not a goddamn good thing one comes from this.
No. And that's my thing. Like, I see all, like I said, I said the number of chapter requests. Like, we know the impact that he made, and I know that this will start more of him. revolutionize, honestly, the political and religious atmosphere of our country for a little bit. But it's just, man, this guy was fucking, he was just having a conversation, man, and it was literally mid-sentence, and dude, that, like, his body slumping over, and it's
rough. It's rough.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so
I don't want to say the worst thing about it. I guess the second worst thing about it, other than all the trauma from all the people in attendance and the close friends and family and stuff. The second worst thing about this is this, like, undoubtedly has a whole bunch of the wrong people fired up. The whole thing, and that kind of circles back to, like, the people immediately hopping on the internet to argue thing. This has got a whole lot of the wrong people thinking the wrong shit. This has got a whole bunch of the people who were already part of the right or the left cult are now further on it, because you've got one side of the cult that thinks this is a fantastic thing. You've got one side of the cult that thinks that all of them are like this. Like, no, this is one dude out of his fucking mind.
Yep.
That did something horrendous. Like, there are people out of their fucking minds on both sides here. And the fact that this is, like, as if the divide couldn't have been worse. It just fucking got that way.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, the most concerning part about all of this. For, outside of the people that were there and the friends and the family and stuff, the most concerning part about this for all of us normal people that know that it happened is that, especially all of us normal people that aren't turning the knife on each other because of this, is that a whole bunch of the wrong people are now thinking a whole bunch of the wrong shit. They're like, if you thought that they were leaning too far to one side before, they just fell all the way over the edge of that side.
Yep.
Whatever side they were on.
Yep.
And I think that's the most concerning part about all of this shit.
Yep. I find it really ironic because I saw a thing that was just commenting on if Charlie could comment on this or speak to the assassin, he more than likely would have said something along the lines of, "We all make mistakes and we're all sinners, but if you accept Jesus into your heart, you too can live eternally in heaven." And as somebody that grew up a Christian and religious, and that's the thing, religion's on both sides, left and right. So that's something that both people can accept and understand and follow, and, like, even if it's different,
And even if you don't follow it and you're not religious like us, like, we're not religious people anymore. I never really was. But we can still do the accept and understand part. Very easy to do.
That's my favorite thing about religion, is that for me it's not about what you do weekly or how often you show up to a place. It's about your faith. And faith is something that is so fundamental to the people that we are that it's why I appreciate all religions, because for the most part, at least the religions that I'm familiar with, whether the origin of the stories are correct, whether a God is real or not, it, for the most part, makes those followers and those believers better people. And in my eyes, that's the entire point of a religion.
Of any religion, yeah.
And if it does that, and if you are doing that, and you are living that way, then whether he is real or not, you are doing as you are doing you are living the proper life. You are living the highest set of life that you can and achieving the most that you can, because whether he is or is not real, you are being a pretty holy person, and that's something that you can be very proud of. That's something that I like to look at as, like, I may have technically lost my religion, though my faith is, like, I have my faith. That's what I always tell everybody. I have my faith. I may not necessarily agree with religion specifically, but man, the good that it brings to the world in terms of the organized charity and just overall fundamentals of being happy people starts with giving when you can, and
It starts with being good people.
and that's the whole point of it. It doesn't have to be literal giving out what you have. It's just being nice to the people that you're talking to, being nice to the people that you may run into, just common decency. It's something that's so fundamental, but it's what religion is so good at. It's something that they like, for the most part. They try. For the most part, religious people, true believers of God and followers of Christ, they are some of the greatest people that you can talk to, just because they are, and that they are generous in every way that it is. I don't know. It's really hard for me to put into words because aside from just giving examples from my past, but it's just the thing. It's the power. It's the power of it, and I think that's the only benefit that I see within Charlie's death. It's the politicalness is actually it's gonna. I hate it because it's gonna divide our country even worse, and we've been saying it forever. That's the issue, is that we have to be united. But man, I've seen. It made me. I enjoyed it so much. You could go on to certain posts from honestly any news outlet, any major news outlet you could want, that like comment or may say quotes about him. Dude, the amount of people that have said, I went to church for the first time in so long, or I may not have went to church, but I thought about this, or it's like everything that he's tried to achieve in the past 10 to 12 years was 10x folded in 24 to 72 hours. And it's from one of the worst tragedies that humanity can face, but it's like I said, it's the only benefit that you can look at is that he did exactly what he wanted to do, as crazy as it is, as sad as it is, with him being as young.
With as high as the cost was, sure did it, yeah.
That's the proper way to put it. With as high of the cost, and if God's real, there is nobody. He is, in all accounts, a Messiah in my eyes, simply because the amount of people that he has led to Christ. So, if it happens to be so, man, there's nobody that is partying harder with Jesus right now than Charlie Kirk. Yeah. That dude is banging one out with him, and I love it.
I have, no matter how much I did or didn't like the guy, I got to respect him for sticking to his beliefs. Mad respect to the dude, till the end, you know what I mean? Like, sticking every fucking bit of it, so, definitely, for the past week, and still for a good while, my heart goes out to his family and his friends, and like, and a thing that, I mentioned it a couple times, but I don't think not anybody, obviously people have thought about it, but these people that are on the internet arguing about it definitely haven't thought of it. But all the people that were there that witnessed that horseshit, like, my thoughts go out to them too, because that has got to fuck you up beyond belief. Whether whether the people there liked the guy or didn't like the guy, they have to be super fucked up from that. And I'm thinking about every last one of those goddamn college kids too, because in their college, that's a very malleable age, dude. That's an age where your brain can get, very altered by all the wrong things. And my God, that was the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Like, just think that no good comes of, man. I hope shit doesn't get too crazy, but fucking rough situation.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think we did a good job touching on that, though, and honestly,
I think so too.
I like that. I gotta talk to you about it, because people have asked me about it. Like Faith's mom asked me about it, and Faith asked me about it, or she just said, "Did you see this?" And I shook my head. I literally haven't said a word to anybody. My mom asked me on Friday, it's because I was digesting it, so it's nice to just kind of, get it in and then get it out as well. And also, even though I definitely have differing opinions, I want people to hear those and hopefully not shoot me. So,
Yeah, for real.
because it's just an opinion, and I'm just a dummy from West Virginia. I'm actually Batman.
That is also true. But yeah, now that you know what, that was definitely a good little I don't even want to call it a segment. That makes it that kind of takes a little bit away from it. That was a good little conversation there.
Yeah, great conversation.
And now I think it's about time to liven the mood back up, because we had a conversation, a different conversation, not the same kind of conversation earlier today about what we were gonna do today, and we actually brought it up a couple weeks ago, and we didn't do it because life happens and we forget shit, and it's very easy to forget things that we said we were gonna do. But at least we circled back around to it this week. We're gonna plug some videos in here, videos, pictures, whatever we happen to find. We're gonna dig through. I thought it would be good to start with the second half of 2016, right whenever college kicked off.
Okay.
We're digging through Snapchat memories of shit that we have saved.
I'm gonna go right to that time period.
And I don't know if you saved the one that I sent you earlier. You did. We'll plug these in here. We'll whether we put a little break in the action to watch them, or if we put them over top of us here, whatever way that I find easiest to do it, I will do it. But we're just gonna do some digging through some old school funnies. 9 years ago, I started with 9 years ago today. We have Justin calling one of our friends. Now I'm gonna give some backstory about this, unless you want to.
Nah, it's all you.
I fucking love telling this story. I love telling this story so much. So, we're at a gas station, and we're sitting there. We see one of our friends that we grew up with, and and he comes over to the car to talk to us for a second, and Justin sits there and gets real concerned voice going on. It's like, dude, whenever you get out of here, I need you to call me. I need you to make sure nobody's around. Like, I got something big to tell you. I got something important to tell you. I can't have anybody else, like, knowing this. And our buddy says, well, what is it? Like, you can tell me, dude. Nobody can hear you. And Justin just swears to it up and down. This interaction went on for, god damn, what felt like 15 minutes. It was probably only 5. But they were back and forth, like, come on, dude, you can tell me. Like, no, I got it. Like, I can't tell you here. It's got to be over the phone. It's got to be whenever you're out of here. So they back and forth on that for a while. Finally, dude was like, all right, fine. Like, I got you. I'll play along. We'll leave. At one point, he even asked me, he's like, does Wyatt know about this? I said, I don't know. I said, if I knew what he was talking about, I could tell you if I did or didn't know about it. But I don't know what he's talking about. So I wish I could give you an answer, but I can't. And finally, he's like, all right, fine. So we go to leave, and Justin starts the car, pulls out of the gas station, and I was like, dude, if you don't mind me asking, like, what did you have to tell him? Like, I was like, if it's none of my business, you don't have to tell me, but, like, what did you have to tell him? And Justin starts chuckling. He goes, I'm going to tell him I fucked his grandma. So, this next clip that we're about to put up here is the aftermath of that. It is a chunk of the phone call, a couple chunks of the phone call. And I hope you enjoy this half as much as I did when it happened, because I lost my fucking marbles.
That's right. And then I fucked your grandma. Get mad, dude.
Wait, you swear to God that you get down.
No, I'm serious. I fucked your mom and grandma. I wasn't joking.
This shit's so funny, man. That's just some of the funniest shit ever. Like, that one sticks with me for an eternity. That was the funny thing is, I was just looking at that was today, 9 years ago. That was September 15th, 2016. That was my mom's birthday 9 years ago. Today is my mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday!
Yeah. Yeah, at least you didn't do to her what you did to his grandma.
Yeah, I just watched that, and yeah, apparently his mom as well. I am very sorry to anybody that heard that. That was bad language. But that was supposed to be between me and Caribbean, so I'm going to be honest. Why are you eavesdropping? What the heck?
Funny.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, yeah, I'll put both of those in there because it is a two-parter.
I was laughing there at the end, but I promise you guys, my acting was spot on while I was, in character in the gas station. So, there was no breaking. There was no nothing. I had him fully concerned for no reason at all. That's really funny. I really can't top anything. I looked through my stuff, and most of my Snapchats would have to be for a post-show when and if we do it, because there are a lot of illegal drugs. And by illegal drugs, I really just mean marijuana. I just mean weed, people, so don't think anything crazy. I just mean weed. But there's some weed in there.
That's fine. I have my fair share of appropriate ones that we can plug in here anyway. I also have my fair share of ones that we can't. But I have at least 2 more pictures and a video that we can throw in here that are pretty hilarious, and then we can pick up next week. We can make this a recurring segment for the next while if you want, because I've got plenty of ammo from 2016 to about 2020.
Yeah, we'll go with yours. I got a couple that I'll throw in here. Only one of them is bad, but guess what? It's fucking Spider-Man. So you can't do anything unless you harass or arrest Peter Parker. So
I think I have that one too.
Can't do nothing.
If I don't have that one, I still have a Spider-Man one. I wasn't gonna put it on here because I don't know what you say. I need to check it first.
This one, Spider-Man. Oh, it's not me. It's Peter Parker. But this one, yeah. Peter Parker is blowing smoke, and it's funny because it's in a Spider-Man Max, and it's just not something that Marvel Comics shows very often.
Oh, but, no, on mine you're just sitting there talking, and you're shooting webs across the place, and you're describing exactly where you're shooting them.
Well, that's even better. Well, this first one right here that I'm sending to Wyatt right now that everybody will see is just a picture, but I'm just sending it to Wyatt because, buddy, this was also 9 years ago. Or wait, no, this was 7 years ago in the pub parking lot. Sorry, there's a shit ton of photos, or there's 5 photos, so it just took a minute. But that first one was on my phone, and I said, that's hilarious. That was probably a good evening. So.
Oh my god, that was, I forget her name. That was for both mine and her birthday, because we had the same birthday.
That's hilarious.
I remember that from the interaction that we had, because that wasn't even planned, right? Like, we went there, and then we saw Faith there, and you were like, what?
Yeah, I was like, why are you here? And I didn't know it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you were like, oh yeah, we came here for Wyatt's birthday, and then they were like, oh, or I feel bad, I forget that woman's name.
Brooke or Amy.
But yeah, Faith was like, oh, we're here for her birthday, and I was like, oh shit, that's wild. That is crazy.
But yeah, and then the next one, we're going to take a road trip for some fat pictures. So this is Wyatt's old cat, Oreo.
My next one is going to be Oreo, actually. Sitting
in a very human stance. Well, then we'll plug Wyatt's in after this so that we can see Oreo. Wait, dude, guess what?
We'll do yours first, because I think mine might be better, and it might be a more human stance, and it's funny as fuck.
Yeah, let's do yours, and we'll do mine first, because it turns out my third photo is also Oreo. Shout out Oreo 6 years ago to Mine's Fatter. You can see him just laying there in the third photo, very fat-like.
He was out, bro.
Dude, he was just dead, and it's such
now
a...
he actually is.
Oh,
it's okay. Well, he's been dead long enough to where it's funny for me to say that.
Oh, yeah. That's that's just a good photo because I like looking at the room. It's good reminiscing. Old Oreo, good old Oreo, and we'll just go through mine because mine are photos. My next one is a fat Nathan, and if you don't know Nathan, he's big and muscular, but this was fat Nathan.
Oh, he's built like a brick shithouse now.
Yeah.
He's built like a fucking superhero now. It's crazy.
Yeah. All those that big chin that he has underneath him is no longer underneath him. It is pretty crazy. So, just want to throw that in there because I think it's funny and more people need to see him fat.
It is funny because even though he looked like that then, he was still stronger than fuck.
He was, look at his forearm and you can see the muscle, like how defined it was just from him lifting up nothing at all. Like, yeah, he's a very strong dude right there. It's just that he was fatter than what he normally is. So, worth throwing in there.
All right, now my next one, this will be sent to your Snapchat because it's on my Snapchat memories. This one's funnier than hell. This is also Oreo. This one's deep from the vault. He's He's sitting there on his fat ass with his pecker out. It's not actually his pecker, it's his tail. But it looks like he's just got some enormous hog as he's sitting there cleaning his paw.
He knows what he's doing right there. Leaving it out for all to see.
One of my favorite pictures ever. He sat like that all the time, too. I don't understand why or how, but he did.
When you're that big, you can just own that position, apparently.
This next one, I meant to send to you earlier, but I didn't. This will be the last one that I have for this round. There's other ones on here, but they either have words or activities that are not going to ever appear on this show.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this one right here, where is it? Shit. I just saw it. Oh, yeah. I'll send it right now. It's a video of you arguing with Chase. It was my old roommate Chase. And you weren't, like, actually arguing with him, but the thing that you said was funnier than hell. Because you guys were arguing about crashing cars.
So I get it.
I said, you totaled a car, so I get it.
But I totaled 2 cars.
I don't want you to
not
crash
8.
the game, too.
Oh, I already crashed this game, and I'm gonna crash my nutsack all over your fucking face.
Man, okay. Okay, old me was very vulgar. I still am, but my gosh, was I dropping some stuff on some people at that time.
That shit was so fun.
Oh my gosh.
And I love the cut, like, because I recorded that, and I love exactly when that video cut off.
I was not ready for the end. I'm gonna drag my...
Yeah, and I'll crash my nutsack on my fucking forehead, and then it cuts off.
I was not ready for that.
That shit was mad funny.
Oh.
That one's an all-timer in my mind. I forgot about that, and I forget about that one regularly until I go through and find it.
That is hilarious. Well, I'll tell you what, my last one is of Peter Parker somehow stole my phone, took a selfie, but Peter Parker, whether it gets on here or not actually, but I'll still play the sound, and so Wyatt can see it, because I think it's funny. Peter Parker just took a monster rip of something, man. I'll tell you
listening
what.
To the Joker too. That's hilarious.
Oh, really?
Music in the background. It was that old rapper, the Joker.
Yeah,
dude. Dude that was like really famous whenever we were kids, which this is after we were kids. He got famous when we were like 13.
Which makes sense, because I'm going to be honest, my like of music is very old school, so that's funny that you recognize that out of there. That is, shout out to the good times.
I can't place what song it was. I'd have to listen to it a couple more times, but I know the song, and I know it's definitely the Joker, so that's funny as shit.
That was nice. I like that. That's a funny, that's funny.
Yeah, well, we can pick back up next week and fucking do a whole bunch of those.
Yeah, dude, that'll be fun.
We can do these for weeks and weeks on end until I run out of ammunition. Once I move to Pittsburgh, there becomes about a fucking 5-year gap where I don't have anything on here.
Dude, it's really upsetting. I don't... Like, my Snapchat, I must have... I don't know. I must have just never recorded them. Because I don't have... Or, well, I'm not really on my phone. I'm not a person that's on my phone. Plus, I'm usually saying stupid shit, so... Too busy to record. But I have a lot of really good memories of us, though, that we'll just throw out here periodically. And I'll just throw in some golfing ones from last year that I have. I was watching today, and I was like, that's just fun to see. I really enjoyed.
We need to start, during our interactions, we need to start recording a couple things just on our phones, saving them, and throwing them on here as well.
Yeah.
Especially if we get more people than just us. Like, if we ever have a round with Kevin for sure.
Yeah.
We need to play around with Kevin sometime soon.
Oh, that'd be great.
I could be, I'm off, I got a 3-day weekend coming up. I could be convinced to meet you guys in Clarksburg or something.
Oh, heck yeah, dude. Well, you let me know when. I'll for sure do that.
Yeah. I mean, Jocelyn's got, do you have work like every Friday? Do you have enough PTO to take a day?
Yeah.
Does Kevin? We'll have to talk to Kevin about that, because I know she's got class all day Friday, so I could just fucking disappear during the day, and we could go play on a Friday when just about every course would be damn near empty because everybody's working.
Dude, that's great with me.
Yeah.
We'll start arranging that here after this recording here.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm excited to see. I've got stuff that I can put into here from Snapchat. It's just going to be filtered.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, we'll have to make some changes to a lot of them.
Yeah, appropriate. Yeah, appropriate everything. But on unappropriate terms, I watched the Charlie Sheen documentary, and I have to say to everybody, that is a fantastic thing. It's fantastic. It blew me away. It's only like 2 episodes long. Definitely worth watching. He's honest. He's straightforward. He's very sad in a lot of it, but also hopeful in a lot. He accepts that everything was his fault. And, you see the growth within him, but he also highlights a lot of areas where it's like, man, he was taken advantage of just because of who he was. And it's just really cool to see, usually people that famous that are in that get into that, like, epicenter of drugs and mentality, they never make it. So it's cool to see the other side of it. So I recommend anybody to watch that. You guys should watch that. It's great.
Do you give it a rating on the Jonathan scale?
The Jonathan scale? It's got a 9 out of 10, everybody. It's really worth watching.
It doesn't get a Johnny Boy this week, but
it's right there. I think a documentary or a docuseries or even a biography has to be really... There was nothing that I could change about it because I learned so much about him that I didn't already know, but also it's just... A 9's about as good as I could go because I want everybody to watch it, but understand there's still room for improvement.
Yeah. Many documentaries won't get a Jonathan.
No. Be quite hard to. I do have a live review, though, because they came out with new peelers.
Oh, shit. Which ones are those? You were a little blurry. I couldn't tell.
These are the peelers watermelon, everybody.
Oh, my God. I bet they kick ass.
First of all, the smell is fantastic.
I feel like I can smell them from here.
The look of them, very cool.
They
let's
look
see.
Like watermelons. That's pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you gave me those fucking 3-4 bags, whatever it was for my birthday, we devoured those in like a day.
Do you remember what flavor you liked the most?
The apple one I liked a lot. The grape one. The grape one was my favorite one for sure. I like grape flavored stuff. The grape one kicked ass. The apple was a close second. All of them were good. The orange. I think there was only 3, right? It was orange, apple, and grape, I believe. Or no, was there a strawberry one too? Or am I thinking of the one that you gave me the first time a while back?
The one the first time, because they don't actually make... Peelers doesn't have strawberry yet, unfortunately.
Oh, really?
That was like a different peeling gummy candy brand.
Okay.
So my review for these, straight off on the taste, the smell, fantastic. Unfortunately, the taste is the same as the smell. And it actually, to me, tastes a little like... watermelon fragrance, like an aroma or something.
Oh, yeah.
So it's almost like I'm eating a candle.
Oh.
Yeah. That's probably better. But it's a gummy, so I'll probably eat them all.
Yeah,
So my scale, I'm going to give these are going to be right in the middle. These are going to be a 5 out of 10. I would eat the whole bag. If I saw a bag on the counter, I'd eat them again. I'm not gonna buy them again though. So he's got a 5 out of 10 on the Jonathan scale, but
Nice.
don't worry. There's more to come in the future because they came out with kiwi, which is my favorite fruit.
Oh, fuck. I bet those are
Yeah.
so good.
And they have chai seeds in them, so there are actually seeds in them at
Wow,
least.
really?
So, I'm excited. I have those downstairs. I'm going to save those for next week or the week after.
Hopefully they're
and-
easier to peel than a real kiwi.
I'm going to be honest, these things freaking weren't, so I'm going to eat another even though they're not that good. But anyways, on a side note, I showed Wyatt earlier. It's in the profile picture. Candy cigarettes are all back. And because I am
Yes!
Batman, go get yourself some candy sticks. And it says sticks, but they're cigarettes. Don't let them fool you. They're cigarettes.
Yeah, good thing South Park killed all the woke so we can have candy cigarettes again. I love it.
Yeah. Let's get back to it. So, yeah, that was it for me. Aside from the fact, I do want to throw in, silver prices are at $42 and like 50-some cents today. I check it every day. When I started buying silver 2.5 years ago, it was at $20 an ounce.
Oh,
So
shit.
it has more than doubled in 2 years. I had, because I am the person, I think that I can predict shit, or I try to because of how much I watch shit. That's why I track it every day. I have a book where I keep it, and I've been tracking it, and I've been trying to follow the trends. I have no fucking clue what's going on. Why I do not understand, like, I understand the economic tension, I understand the uncertainty because, like, there's a lot of currencies that are trying to switch to a digital format, so, the value's going to be there, or, the need and desire is, but, dude, I should sell all my silver, but I don't want to, but I should sell all my silver right now because I truly think that if it goes back down to the prices that I'm assuming it will, which was around $28 to $29, which is still pretty high, but, like, I don't know, this is one of the highest it's the highest that it's been since 2011. The only reason it peaked at 2011 because because of the economic fucking crisis that happened then, and since then it's been the 70s since it was this high. So there are some people that predict that it won't in their lifetimes again reach this price. So for me, I'm in between of like, this is all an asset so that I can flip and make money, but what if right now is the most money that I could get for all of it? Like, so super crazy. So anybody that's in the bullion world, comment on here and tell me what the heck to do, man. I am freaking out.
You could go start beating people over the head with it and take their money. You make more money that way, and then you could still sell it. That way the evidence is gone, and then you get more money.
I try that, but every time I walk into the stores with guns, I end up having to sell the guns because they have cameras everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but don't worry, they buy my guns.
Nice.
So.
Are these pawn shops or gun stores, or are they just like...
Pawn shops.
That makes-
But gold and silver stores you can take stuff into, but it's really hard to get. Like, pawn shops can screw you whenever you try to sell bullion, but in West Virginia there's only 2 actual coin shops that I found, and they take advantage of me because I'm young. Like, they don't think I know what I'm talking about, even though I very much do, and so I'm just a young dumb fool of cum and absolutely nothing going on in this world. I have no clue, guys. Nothing. So help me.
I have a quick review as well before we close up shop today.
Sweet.
Mine's a video game. A video game that I was playing right before we got on here.
What video game?
Old PlayStation 2 game from 2005. I don't know if you ever played it. It's Psychonauts. I'll put the
Yes.
I'll put the cover of the game up on here. If anybody remembers it, they remember it. I won't go too deep into it, but it kicks ass. I love it. I loved it just as... I might like it more now than I did when I was a kid, because when I was a kid, it pissed me off, and it frustrated me. And now I know what to do. So it's really fun. I'm at the end of it. I have the boss fight left to do, and then I'm going to start the sequel that came out like 4 years ago. They had a big gap in between number 1 and 2, but yeah,
Dude.
it doesn't get a Jonathan by any means, but I'll give it like a 7.5. It's a fucking fun game.
That is, you know what's funny is, I know what game you're talking about, but the only I think I've watched you play it, or at least the remake, more recently than what... I think that's why it's flashed into my mind, is I've seen you play it. Because I do not, like, I recognize it, but I don't actually recognize it at the same time.
Oh yeah, it kicks ass. It's really fun. It's kind of funny. Like, some funny shit happens in it. The milkman is probably the funniest part of the whole fucking game.
There's a milkman.
There's a milkman. It's just this dude that's crazy, and he says, "I am the milkman. My milk is delicious." It makes me laugh every time he says it. So I'm like, whoa.
Oh, I love it.
I know what you meant. I didn't know in 2005, but I know now. And goddamn, it makes me laugh. Yeah.
My milk is delicious.
Yeah, that's what he said. I gotta try to find a clip on it, and maybe I can plug one in here. But goddamn, it's funny.
That is too good. Oh,
Yeah, that's all I got.
that's great. Oh, heck yeah, that's a good review, honestly.
Yeah. If you got any closers, fucking throw them out there.
I'm gonna be honest. I had one, but what just took me over, and what I want to close on is, I am the milkman. My milk is delicious.
Yes.
We hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you next week.
We'll see you for 39, folks.